Only cause I'm gutter, these words I utter. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you're doing good. Come on in.
Pull up on me. Pull up. Pull up on me.
All right.
Pull up on me.
Come on now. Let's go. Welcome to it. It's the block. Here we go again. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time. Thank you. I've been away for a while. You know what I'm saying? Had to get things together. Hopefully you'll be thoroughly entertained and also informed as we go through these new perilous conditions of what hip hop is and what it's not. So, not to dally further along, let's get into the intro and then we'll come right back to it. Let's roll.
some in the headphones. What? Yeah.
The Ray Love with the super dope edits. You know what I'm saying? I still see you out there, Playboy, man. What's going on with you? What's going on with you? All right. Come on in. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about these fans and the like. You know what I'm saying? I am True Omega Son. I am a fan of hip hop. I'm a fan of hip hop and good music and great art and great artwork and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And as we move into, you know, the last year of the 50th year, the last moments, I say the last half of the 50th year of hip hop, you know, going into the, you know, the next level. We're starting to hear, you know, what's going on with the origins of who has the love and who doesn't have the love anymore, what is qualified as hip hop and rap music and what have you. All these things are factors on what's going to build into the next level of this, you know, this thing of ours. So let's get into fan, as the etymology says, right? There's a reason I did this. I like, you know, where the etymology be coming from. You know what I'm saying? That's they're basically outlining how the word came about, the origins, and, you know, who first uttered it and stuff like that. So device to make an air current. Now, like the fan, that's the noun part of it. Okay. A basket, a shovel for winnowing grain, you know, tossing it in the air. Toss it, right? Perfect sound I wanted to lead into starting the show. Oh, not that one. Here we go. Make sure I got this right. This sound right here. If you know it, you know it. Oh, love that song. Love that song. Ziggy, Toss It Up. Early 90s. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for Ziggy. On the Woo Wednesday. Okay, fan as a noun too. Devotee in 1889, American English, originally of baseball enthusiast, probably a shortening of fanatic, but it may be influenced by the fancy, a collective term for followers of a certain hobby or sport, especially boxing. See fancy. There is an isolated use from 1682, but in the modern world, likely is a late 19th century formation. Let's go into fanatic. Why not? While we're here. 1520s, an insane person. Oh my goodness. An insane person. Where you at? Oh, hold on. An insane person. Mad, enthusiastic, inspired by God. Also furious and mad. Originally pertaining to a temple. From phantom. Temple shrine, consecrated place, related to a festive, or feast. Meaning a zealous person, a person affected by enthusiasm, is from the 1640s. As an adjective, oh, here we go with that. Here we go again. In English, yeah, that's for me. 1530s, furious, meaning characterized by excessive enthusiasm. Now, what do I have to say about this and what's going on in today's lessons of hip hop, today's degrees and all that? Let's get back into this. Bam. What I'm saying, what's going on right now is that we have overzealous fans creating new narratives, being disrespectful, to each other, you know, and to the quote unquote ops, even going on dummy missions and thinking that's the play to, you know, maybe garner attention from their favorite one, or to, you know, seek to get to a level of, I don't know, notoriety, of course, notoriety. And it's not good. It's not a good thing at all, man. You know, get that off of there, boom. Yeah, it's not a good thing at all. I talked I talked about the last show, what was going on with Nicki and Megan's fans, and a lot of that smoothed over. But there's still going to be people that have these high emotions and feelings, right? Even on to the point where you just had this recent situation with Rick Ross in Toronto, I hope nobody gets hurt. That's the whole bottom line of this culture that we in. We hope no one gets hurt in between time, because it looks bad, as a culture. But we do know that human behavior is, a whole different story, and emotions are on high tension levels, and the lack of expression for the last 3 years have brought upon these new fervent people that's willing to express themselves in a highly, volatile nature, even up to the point of the recent, assassination attempt with former President Trump. You know what I'm saying? What's the fanaticism behind it? Then you have these groups that are totally against each other, vehemently against each other, and not seeking a middle path of understanding, so we can clear out a lot of the junk, a lot of the junk information, and get right to what concerns us all. And that right there is the story of it. When we really put it into effect. So I'm gonna also talk about a little bit of frequency. So if you saw anything from my other channel, Omega Sun's like Sunspot with True Omega Sun, we talked about frequency. And what we're dealing with right now is a mob type frequency. It's a whole hypnotized level. And I'm a skeptic too, so don't get me started. But there are important points made about how sound affects matter. That's science right there. That's a real science. And what the forces of energy that surround itself around sound, it starts to matriculate into something. So a lighter sound with the more calmer appeal to it can affect matter in a more fanciful and gentler fashion, even causing to it increase in levels. Okay, and then you'll have darker, more edgier sound, causing the material to formulate into something that's a little more rigorous and uneven, even chaotic. Oh, you don't think that's so? Okay, let's get into a video real quick, because videos matter. Videos, lives matter, and this is a necessary thing when it comes to this, because we take in these sounds daily. It's a daily operation, as I said on Gangstar, and with that being, brought about, we get into this rut, even this form of dronism, like with lockstepping with people that think the same. I remember Nipsey Hussle was talking about it before, in rest his soul. The purpose of going into the enemy's territory is to look at somebody that looks like you and get at them. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely the definition of, self-reflected torture, whatever you want to say in your mind. That's totally negative, even up to the term black on black crime, right? Because you're looking at people that basically look like you. So let's get involved with it. See what you think about it. I want to know.
Listening to music, it's bad because it reprograms your subconscious mind by putting you in a hypnotic state.
Yeah, it's hypnosis.
You want to dance or do something when you listen to music because it puts you in hypnosis. You remember the lyrics so vividly because it rewrites your subconscious mind. Every word they are saying in the song is molding and shaping your mind in some
All right, let's stop right there. I like this video right now. It's from Higher Dimensions. Where anybody has seen that, let it be known. Tell me about it. But it said it purpose. It's a hypnotic effect, and you couple that with the scenery, the clothing that's being worn. It's basically almost like a uniform. When you get in certain places, you have to have a certain type of label to fit into the circle. Think about that. Then the type of drink, the type of things that being taken to stimulate or depress your senses, get you involved with what's going on in the area. Doing a lot of construction, goodness gracious. But this sets the scene of what happens afterward. Everything from sex to violence to how we look at each other, perception of life, hopefulness, all of that. Let's go.
formal way. Why do you think you want to hurt someone when you listen to drill music, or want to dance hard when you listen to techno?
Now, I don't want to just drill music and disrespect it, because you can have a talent that is very good in your wordplay, and you may use that energy to talk about, I'm doing this to the track. You know what I'm saying? Or, you could be a little boisterous, like any MC step up to me, to get this to the third degree and all that. But once you pointing as a mission to quote unquote your opposition or your competition, and it's a real threat, you have taken the artwork out of it. You've taken the art form out of it, and you're basically rhyming a death note. Anybody ever seen that the anime movie? That's basically what it turns into. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what the culture is about at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the form of the rhyme that's coming through. You know what I'm saying? It's the intent. It's the intent in the action that we have to do away with.
To music you literally cannot think because it's putting you in hypnosis. Spotify and Apple Music are all tuned to
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
440 hertz, which shuts down the right hemisphere of your brain because they do not want you thinking creatively or intuitionally. Music creates thought loops within your mind. This is why you feel nostalgic.
Now this goes into what was spoken about not just recently with LL giving his viewpoint on what was going on with Dre 3000's conversation, talking about after 40, he didn't really have anything to talk about. When I'm gonna talk about my doctor's appointment, prostate, like no, and I had something to say about that as well, right? And LL, he flipped it with when you was 14 years old, you didn't talk about the emergence of pubescence, saying in your lyrics either. You know what I'm saying? So now that you're older, you definitely have a lot more things to talk about. Not even just that, because you're put into the forefront as being an elite MC in everybody's eyes. I don't say everybody. I mean, slow down. In many people's eyes, that you can have something to say that can move and shake the world, but the fact that you feel that you don't have the passion for it is where the complication comes in. And then you have the diehard fans, the people that are real true supporters and followers that egg on each side of the conversation. The side of the conversation of Dre 3000 is mostly the artistic level. Like we want you to come through, you know what I'm saying, and just bless us. Just bless us, please, great one, with one of your great lyrics, and send us into an artistic, They not like us. There you go. There you go. There you go. They not like us. You know, they want to feel that, you know, our great artists that we put so much energy into is that dope, has something great to say, and can, you know, shift the needle. But Dre 3000 is in his you know, finding out more about himself level of life, which is very mature, very mature. And, you know, as a grown man, you know, this is what you're supposed to do. You saying the same thing you said 20 years ago looks kind of weird. Can I get a witness on that? Can I get a witness on that? You saying what you said 20 years ago sounds crazy.
I got time, cuz.
It is. It is. And when you focus on, you know, whether a person could be more articulate in their delivery, or, you know, maybe switch the beats up, switch the energy up, present subject matter that is congruent to their lifestyle, you got to go with Nas. You got to go with Jay. You got to go with AZ. You know, you got to go with Kendrick. You do. You do. If you know, if you want a mature level of artwork, you know, you got to go with 3D Nazi. You got to go with, yeah, that was a shameless plug. Salute to me. Salute to me. I like you, Dave. She's dope. You're going to go with Rhapsody. You're going to go, and, you know, the fact that they don't get the airplay that many others do, you know, it's a shame, and it's rather insulting. But, you know, of course, there's certain things there's certain hypnotic spells that certain groups want you to hear, which is a whole nother story. I would say go to a couple of other content creators that covered it. I know Doggy Diamond is one. Who's is another one that covered it? When it comes to me, I'll get it to you. But you want to finish this video, then move on. More fanatics.
Nostalgia when you listen to an old song you used to listen when you were a child. The repetitive music and beats creates thought loops in your mind. In nature, nothing is repeating. Everything is constantly transforming. It's the same with your mind. Your mind should be constantly transforming to bigger and better things.
That's what we just talked about. In the natural mind that chooses to grow and mature and expand itself, it's going to inquire the new information, and even if there's no new information out, it's going to reset itself and be creative with the information that's available. Hence, hip hop. That's the knowledge level of hip hop. If we got five elements, okay, you got the MCing, you got the DJing, you got the b-boying, breakdancing, and you got also style, beatbox. You also got the knowledge. Okay, these are the elements. And how you manipulate the elements is all about, you know, how much information that you soaked in so far about the hip being on point and current in your activity, and knowing what's prevalent now on beat, and the hop, being able to express it in a rhythmic fashion in a way where everybody can get it. That's the hip and the hop. You know, so we're not even getting to the origins. I mentioned the origins maybe about 10 videos back. You know what I'm saying? Where we showed some of the evidence, and then, you know, you can also go to the Founding Fathers, which is a good documentary. You can go to Rumble Kings, which is a good documentary that used to be on Netflix. Founding Fathers is with Ron Lawrence, okay, narrated by DJ Wiz. You can go to, what's another good one? Of course, go to the movie Wild Style. You know, you could do that. And if you can, if you ever get a chance to, go to the Hip Hop Museum in the Bronx. Why not do that? You know what I'm saying? There you go. There you go. They got one now. you might run into a pioneer or two, and they'll let you know what's going on. But back to what we was talking about with this explosion of creativity, you can have several movements going on at the same time, doing it their way. You know what I'm saying? But the elements come from the one place. And I'm not going to say the name of the place. I said that a couple of times. Let's finish.
Listen to music in 432 Hz or 528 Hz and make sure it has no demonic lyrics and no repetitive choruses.
Okay, there you go. And that's it for that. Right. Salute to that. Get that thing on there. Get that thing up there. There we go. Bounce. All right. Boom. Yeah. And then the evolution of the fan goes with the mature or the extended level of the musician available. Now, we just recently heard about the Essence Festival and Cash Money, the reunion of the Hot Boys, minus Turk, which was rather interesting, but that's their internal thing, Shouts out to everybody that was able to put certain things together, and BG is home, and that was a good moment. What didn't go over so well was the fans and some of the reviews they were talking about, right? And I wanted to definitely get into that a little bit, but let me see. There's also another thing that you want to be able to get positive reviews to the people that need the support. Like, I know a lot of people that like Voice to 5'9", right? I know a lot of people that like L's High. I know a lot of people that like was it JID? You know what I'm saying? It different generation levels of MC, of course, but these guys you don't hear too much about. You know what I'm saying? Unless they get into something controversial. L's High doesn't get into anything controversial. JID is still a young up and coming, but he threw some real solid joints down. There's a few others as well. Just the name that hasn't come into effect yet, right? But because they may have a good support system, they don't have feverish fans like that. You know what I'm saying? Feverish fans will really jump your name up. Like, no, they throw your name into a conversation. Nah, you got to check this dude out, because this dude right here is spitting crazy. And they make you want to, check them out. That's how I got to like Freddie Gibbs. And this was back when he did what's that, box frame caddy. Before that, actually before that, these are some other joint. It was black and gray in the video. He was in Gary, Indiana, some wild corner store, and he was just spitting crazy, like pause. He was just rocking. Now, yeah, that kid right there, he got fired with him. And that's how you start to develop who you like and who you don't like. I say the same thing with when I first heard Styles P. It was like, oh man, y'all not understanding the way he forms the verses for you. It's like two couplets on the top, then he might say something, throw you off. The first two couplets, then come right back to it. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he developed his own style and has a community that backs him. One of the greatest communities that you can, you'll find some fandom is MF Doom. Oh, MF Doom with the rest of soul, and salute to him. Could do no wrong. MF Doom was something fire, man. And the community that loves him, from Victor Vaughn to Giadora, he was just, phenomenal with mastering his craft and also giving you different forms of his art. If it wasn't from rhymes, it was also through beats. And it makes for a talented atmosphere. It's like a great entertaining and, pleasurable atmosphere. And, you're surrounding yourself behind an iconic status behind the Doom mask. It's crazy. And it's worldwide. And this is what leads me to what the brother Guru was talking about. Two Voice for 5'9", actually. So let me see if I can send this to.
This is my problem with the dopest MCs that I know. They feel as though, like, I'm dope. I should be the best. Like, people should recognize that I'm the best. And I'm like, yo, you haven't done enough to put yourself out there. And I'm like, yo, the problem is the whack niggas will do everything that in their power to put, they will tell the world that they're the greatest nigga ever. And they whack. And my great dudes is like, no, the world is supposed to know. And I'm just like, nah, like, everybody don't listen the way we listen. Everybody can't understand it. The thing is who markets the best, who gets their thing in front of it. It's like Steve Jobs wasn't the genius. Wozniak was the genius. Woz is the one who figured out everything. Steve Jobs is the one who promoted it. Apple wouldn't be shit without the promotion. That's the point. So it's like me trying to argue for the people that I know are the best. And I'm like, yo, let me promote you more than what you promote. Because I know what it feels like. It's like, yo, I'm begging for attention, and grown men don't do that. That's how we was raised. Grown men don't beg for attention.
That is what the situation is. Salute the Guru, young Guru, for that. Salute the young Guru for that. Because people didn't understand, what that's about. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be the one, you who are the consumers, gonna be the one to propel that new art, that new artist, that new look to the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, what's going on right here? Moving windows around, part so. Okay, we back. And we all have our duties in this.